They say you never really know who to trust until it's too late. And for me, that moment came at the darkest points of my life, when I was already fighting for survival. But let me start from the beginning. It's a story you want to hear until the very end. Okay, about 6 months ago, I met this girl, Ada. She wasn't like the others. I don't really know how to explain it, but from the moment we met, there was a connection, an unspoken bond. We met at a casual gathering, a place I hadn't even planned to go that night. Call it fate, call it luck. Either way, I'm glad I went. Ada stood out from the crowd, not because she was trying to, but because she just had that kind of presence, the kind of beauty that makes you stop in your tracks. So I approached her, we talked, and it felt like everything just fell into place. Soon enough, we were inseparable. She was still in school and I wanted to support her in any way I could. I helped her with tuitions, books, anything to ease her stress. We weren't just a couple, we were a team, or so I thought. Ada had this strong belief about staying a virgin until marriage, and I respected that. I didn't push her, I honored her decision. In fact, it only made me fall for her more. We would talk late into the night about our future, about getting married, building a life together. I even asked her to marry me at one point. She told me she would think about it. Everything seemed perfect, at least that's what I thought. Things started changing 2 months ago. Ada stopped coming around as often. Her excuses were always school related and I understood that. But then she started hanging out with my brother, Tunde, more and more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I mean, that's my brother, my blood. He was always around and we had always been close. The thought of anything happening between them never even crossed my mind. But then it started nagging at me. You know that gut feeling, that kind that you try to ignore but it keeps getting louder and louder, right? I asked Tunde about it and he just brushed it off, laughing like I was crazy for even thinking such a thing. She's your girl, bro, he said, and that was supposed to be enough to calm me at least. But something inside me didn't feel right. And then everything changed. I was in the middle of my day when out of nowhere I had a seizure. One moment I was fine and the next I was on the ground gasping for air. When I woke up I was in the hospital bed. The doctors told me I had been unconscious for 2 days. 2 whole days gone just like that. And then came the real bombshell. They told me my kidneys were failing, both of them. I would need a transplant and fast. The cost? 450,000 naira. I wasn't too worried at first. I had saved enough money to cover the surgery. I wasn't going to give up that easily, not when I had a future with Ada to look forward to. But then, as I was about to make arrangements for the operation, Ada showed up at the hospital. She was frantic, saying she had an emergency at school and needed 500,000 naira. If she didn't get it, she would have to repeat a whole year. She was practically in tears. I loved her too much to see her in pain, so without even thinking, I transferred the money to her account. That was everything I had saved for my surgery, but I told myself I'd figure it out later. A few days passed and Ada wasn't returning my calls. I told myself she was just busy with school, but deep down I knew something was wrong. Then one evening, I decided to head home earlier than usual, unannounced. Something in me just had to know what was going on. As I got closer to my house, I saw Ada's car parked outside, which was odd because she hadn't mentioned she would be coming over. I crept inside quietly, not wanting to make a big deal out of it, if it was nothing. As I stepped into the hallway, I heard laughter, familiar laughter. It was Tunde's voice. My heart started racing, but I couldn't make out the conversation. I took a deep breath and tiptoed closer to my bedroom door, and that's when I saw it, a sight that knocked the air out of my lungs. Through the small gap in the door, I saw Ada and Tunde on my bed. My bed! They were tangled up in each other, whispering and laughing like it was the most normal thing in the world. My blood ran cold. I backed away slowly, feeling like the walls were closing in on me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I didn't confront them right away. No, I wasn't ready for that. Instead, I left. I walked down the street in a daze, trying to make sense of what I had just seen. It felt like the world had come crashing down on me, but I didn't want to believe it. Later that night, I returned home and needed answers. I walked straight into the room and there they were, acting like nothing had happened. When I confronted them, they didn't even deny it. Ada couldn't meet my eyes, and Tunde, he just stood there as if nothing was wrong. For the first time in my life, I cried because of a girl. Not just any girl, but the girl I had trusted with everything. The girl I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, and my own brother, the one person I thought would always have my back, had betrayed me in the worst possible way. I walked out that night and haven't looked back since. But the pain, it's still there. And now, without the money for my surgery, I'm left waiting for whatever comes next. Whether it's life or death, I don't know. But one thing's for sure, this betrayal has changed me forever. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below, share, like, and also please subscribe to this channel for more folk tales and confession stories like this. Thank you.